Hi guys. So there is a hidden field in IT that you may not know about. This field is cloud support. And it's one of the things that helped me get where I am today. It is the hidden stepping stone. I know that a lot of you guys, especially if you haven't, you don't have some kind of college degree, you're getting stuck in a IT support kind of help desk role where you just pull up KBs and read them to the customer. And that's not really building your career. It's kind of a dead-end job, right? So this may be the secret key to getting your career going, because it actually needs customer support. That is one of the skills that you can have to make it better. But at the same time, you actually need programming skills like JavaScript or SQL, and that is something that's a little bit odd, right? So when you see these applications, they might actually strike you as a little bit odd. But this is kind of what helped me get into development, and I want to share it with you. So let's go to the computer and take a look. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. This is very similar to the role I had. I worked as an intern with this, so the requirements were a little bit lower. But what really got me was you can see this actual job application, right? It might be a little bit confounding because one of the things it says is experience in HTML components, AJAX, JavaScript, CSS, XML, HTML, and React. So that's actually something I might need to consider. Object-oriented programming skills like JavaScript and Java. But you'll see further in here, it says excellent time management skills and ability to work with high-value customer administrators and developers. So what they're trying to say here, and what you'll see if you go for an interview on this, is one of the biggest things they're going to ask you about is your customer support experience, which confounded me at first, but I was lucky to have it because I had some of that when from past things I've done. So this is cloud support, and I'm going to explain that a little bit more here in a second. Now, there are some other jobs I pulled up. I can't vouch for these because they're at different companies, but so here you have a junior IT help desk, Windows Server Cloud, and this is also pretty good. I mean, it's in Illinois, and it pays 40 to 50 grand, and it seems to be the same kind of thing that you have to have experience with certain technologies and also good interpersonal skills. So these are the kind of things you're looking for if you've been working a help desk job and you're trying to move up, stuff like this. So here's another one. This is, I think, the same company, very similar. 2 years experience providing end user support. So, for those things, right? That's something that you can kind of ad lib. And beyond that, you have all these technical things, but ability to work in team-oriented collaborative environment, right? Ability to multitask, prioritize workload. There's a reason they ask this, because when you work these kind of jobs, you actually work with a ton of different problems that are going on. And I'm going to actually explain that a little bit more here in a second. Okay, so you might be wondering, what is this? What am I looking at? So what this is a role where you are working on a big development platform, right? So you are going to be the one helping customers, which are other developers at other companies that are using your development platform. Now, that means that you have to have good interpersonal skills. You have to be able to talk to people, and you are going to be put on a lot of different problems at the same time. But those problems actually involve technical things, like possibly database stuff, right, and coding stuff. So what happens is there's always a chance when they put something in, they've actually made a mistake, and you can help them fix it. It's not technically your job to do this, but you could do it, and it would maybe help you out a little bit. And beyond that, it could actually be a bug with the platform in which you could up that, push it to the engineers that work on the platform, and they can help fix it. So this is an excellent stepping stone out of something like help desk if you've been working on the technical skills into something more like development. Me personally, what I did was I was a college student, and I did like SEO work as an internship, and I got into this. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know what ServiceNow was. So I was concerned, okay, I'm taking a help desk internship, and that didn't super feel good to me. But I got the little headset at the beginning. I'm like, oh man, this is just help desk. And then I got my own office, and I was like, what is this? So what it turned out was, yeah, it was, I guess, help desk. I mean, well, it wasn't really help desk. You didn't sit there and take calls, right? You would be put on problems that users had reported. Now, these problems might actually be the user's error, as I'd say. The users here tend to be developers and administrators, right? So you get to figure out, well, what is wrong with this? Now, you're never really supposed to write code on this, but you look at code, you analyze code to see what's actually going on, and you tell them what's going on. And what you can do is write example code and say, this is actually what you should have done, right? So if you're experienced in like Stack Overflow, this is like the perfect job for you if you want to get up in the ranks. And it pays well. Actually, I did this with another information technology major and a computer engineering major, and both of them actually took jobs at the company as support engineers because it pays that well. I mean, it's pretty comparable to a software developer, actually, if you move through the ranks, right? If you get up to the higher level, you're making a decent amount of money. So this is something you can actually do as a career, and a lot of people are really happy to do as a career. So this is something you should look at, especially if you feel like you're stuck in a help desk job, you've got a ton of customer support experience, and you're one of those people that you know this technical stuff, and you're just upset because it's not being used. Well, here's your chance. This customer support stuff will get you your foot in the door, right? And then your technical knowledge will get you past the technical stuff, you know, the technical interview, basically. And then you have a job that pays a lot more, and you're getting experience because you're working with all these technologies. And if you're like me, what I eventually decided to do was take it and go to a developer position because I could definitely say I had experience with all that stuff, and it worked out. All right, so if you have any questions, please post them below. If you liked this video, like the video, and subscribe if you like this channel. All right, thanks guys. Have a good night.